notice, and this is the typical copyright. We continue with mathematics syllabus for CSEC 2018 to 2027. Schedule of videos, section 1, number theory and computation. All 33 of those videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Section 2, consumer arithmetic. All 12 of those videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Section 3, sets. All 6 of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. So that's a total of 51 videos from section 1, 2, and 3 that are published in their entirety on YouTube. Please make good use of them. We continue with section 4, measurement. This is the 10th of 16 videos, and I am somewhat behind schedule. After that, January 2025, statistics. February 2025, algebra. March 2025, relations, functions, and graphs. April 2025, geometry and trigonometry. And finally, by May 2025, vectors and matrices. Please note this disclaimer. This schedule is just a projection which may or may not be fulfilled. It is not to be interpreted as a contract with anybody. So section 1, number theory and computation. As I said, all of those 33 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety, especially since this section forms the foundation on which the rest of the syllabus is based. So 33 videos. Please make sure you look at all of them and know them well. Another reminder, you need to know the times tables from 2 to 12. That is, if you already don't know it, you will have to learn it, especially since calculators are not allowed in paper 1. From section 2, all 12 of these videos have been published as stated previously. And from section 3, all 6 of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Now we are at section 4. At this point here, so far, video 1 from this section, video 4, and video 9 have been published in their entirety on YouTube. Video 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 are only partially published. We are now here, objective 7 and 9 in section 4. Objective 7 deals with calculate the area of sector, and objective 9, segment of circles. This is video 10 in section 4. This will only be partially published. Section 4, objectives 7 and 9, calculate the area of sector and segment of a circle. Before we go on, recall I said in the introductory video that you will need a good math textbook or a set of 2 to get more practice questions mainly. CSEC recommends these that you see here on the right. From that list, what I would recommend is a very good 2-volume set of math textbooks that is quite adequate for the current CSEC math exam. This is volume 1, Mathematics, a Complete Course with CSEC Questions by Raymond Tulsi. And this other one over here is volume 2. Disclaimer, I get no financial or other benefits from the sale of these books. Also, very recently, late 2024, I think, a website with AI interactivity has been made available free of cost that deals with past CSEC math questions only. You can navigate by topics or years, where all questions for the past several years have been worked out for you. If you have a question that you need explained, you can ask AI assistant by either text or voice, and most likely that will be explained to you. The URL is shown here. RSC homepage is shown on the next slide. So that's the URL. It will be in the description below in this video. So you can just click on it and get to that website. This is the homepage. To begin with, you would have to register. And after that, you sign in. So we continue with the syllabus work. This is a print screen from your syllabus. All 4 objectives from this page have been completed. And then from this page, these objectives have been completed, 5, 6, and 8. We are now here, objectives 7 and objective 9. We will do both of them in this one video. Notice that CXC does not provide any explanatory notes here. So we will do this in the way we think is best. Of course, once we finish that, there are 6 more objectives here to complete this section on measurement. Now, CSEC does not give any formula to find the segment of a circle, but there are formulae. Here is one. And in this case, the angle is measured in radians. Essentially, what you have to do is find the area of the sector first, then subtract the area of the triangle formed by the chord and the radii to get the area of the segment. So that's one formula up there. And here's another one down here, this time when the angle is given in degrees. Now, since CSEC does not specify any one of these, we will ignore these. As I said, since CXC does not mention anything about them. However, we will be using the concept mentioned here. Reminder of the relevant formulae given on the formula sheet for the CSEC examinations as it relates to circle. You have circumference, you have length of arc of a circumference, you have area of circle, and area of sector. This is what we will be looking at here. And also area of segment. So this is just part of the formula sheet. Here is another part of the formula sheet. This deals with trigonometric ratios that we will be using in this video. You may or may not actually need it. Sine, cosine, and tangent. Also, continuing with the formula sheet, area of triangle, find the area given the base and the perpendicular height, find the area given 2 sides and the angle between, and then find the area given all 3 sides. We will be using these concepts in this video. So let's review some of the concepts we learned about circles. Consider the disk shown here. The red line around it is called the circumference. So that's the disk. This red line around it is called the circumference. And of course, the center of that disk is the center. Now, if we take the correct size protractor and place it at the right position, you will notice several other things. So if we put a protractor like that, you will notice the diameter, which is a line from one side of the circumference to the other side, passing through the center. This half of a circle occupies 180 degrees. Of course, the complete circle would be 360 degrees. If we draw two radii, which is the plural for radius, some other features appear. So we draw a radius here, this green line, which is half of the diameter, and you draw another radius there. You have this piece between here, that part of the circumference that is called an arc. Any part of a circumference is called an arc. Now, the area formed here between the two radii and the arc is called a sector. Additionally, if we draw a chord from here to here, recall that a chord is any line joining two points of a circumference, and the diameter is a special chord. So this is a chord. That chord divides the circle into two segments. You have a minor segment here, and all the rest of the circle on the side, called a major segment. Now, this objective requires you to be able to calculate the area of sector, that is, this part here, so formed, and also segment, that is, this part here. Area formed between a chord and an arc. This area of sector is very easy to find, but the area of segment is not so easy to find. So this is part of the formula sheet, and we have seen it before, we have used it before. If you want to find the circumference of a circle, you use this formula, 2 pi r. And if you want to find part of the circumference, an arc, and you know the angle subtended by the two radii, you use this formula here, only part of the circumference. Notice that you are basically using the same formula here, 2 pi r, except that this one is part of the circumference. Now down here, area of circle, to find the whole area, pi r squared. We have used this before. But if you want to find a sector of the circle, you will find the whole area and then find the fraction marked off by the two radii. There will be an angle between them. So only part of the area. So we will look at that first, and then we will look at the harder one, the segment. Note also that these fractions are the same. If you find the arc length and you find the area of sector, basically you are using the same formula, except in this case you find area, and in this case you find circumference. So let's find the area of a sector. Calculate the area of the sector of the circle shown at right if the radius of the circle is 7.0 centimeters. Get in the habit of recognizing the significant figures, that's 2, and the angle subtended by the radii is 60.0 degrees, that's 3 significant figures. So this is a circle. Those are the two radii. They are 7 centimeters each. We want to find the area of this sector here, this one here. It is the minor sector, but is the one where the two radii subtends an angle of 60.0 degrees. So this sector here, we want to find the area of this sector here. Well, the formula we will use is, we will find the area of the whole circle and then multiply that by the fraction that those two radii mark off. The angle is 60 degrees, the radius is 7. So this is the area of the circle, pi r squared, and this is the fraction that the sector makes up. When you work that out, you get 25.66 square centimeters. Maybe CSEC would accept that. Maybe they will tell you how many significant figures to use in your answer. Maybe they will tell you how many decimal places to use in your answer. But in the absence of that, we will follow the pattern that says your answer cannot have more significant figures than a factor with the least significant figures. And so this is two significant figures, that's 7.0, 60.0, three significant figures. So your answer can only have two significant figures. So we have to round off here, and we get 26 plus or minus 0.5 square centimeters. Correct to two significant figures. As I said, that one was very easy to do. If you find this video useful and interesting, please like and share. That is, like and share. You may also consider subscribing to this channel.